friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Felicia and we're back with another pick a card reading. Okay, I'm so happy to be back here with you guys today because I don't know, I just feel like it feels like very sacramental every time I get to sit down and read for our channel. So today we're going to be asking the question, what are people realizing about you currently? Our last update was about a month ago. So this, for those who have been sustaining on the channel, this should be an update for you. For those who are new into the channel, welcome to the winning team. Subscribe, like, and share my video if you are resonating. So the frequency of realization supports the internal process of us becoming aware of something as a fact, and the external process of us becoming our fullest expression in the world. So this means that people are realizing something as a fact about you. They're realizing something maybe through your external expression of something that you're doing, saying, embodying, but ultimately they are recognizing and realizing the truth about you that they had not recognized previously. So this should be really interesting. Pile 1, you are represented by the Messiah, serving humanity with humility. Pile 2, you're represented by the Destroyer, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. And Pile 3, you're represented by the Midas or the Miser, entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything into gold, delight in sharing life's riches. If you need a closer look at the descriptions, they will also be down in the comments below next to your timestamp. But other than that, I will see you guys in your selection, and it is my honor to read your energies as always, and I'll see you in your next one. Bye. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your selection. So you are represented by the Messiah, serving humanity with humility. So there's something about some of you maybe having long curly hair or long wavy brunette hair, or there's something about your hair that's very ferocious. I don't know. For some of you that could resonate, but you know, we're just getting into it. For a lot of you, this is a Scorpio recognizing something about you, perhaps. I also feel, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, water sign energy. Some of you guys might be Jewish. That's why I'm getting a lot of brunette hair, because I feel like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like a lot of Jewish people have like dark, very dark, lustrous hair. But I'm getting particularly that this is a Scorpio that's watching you, or there's something about the energy of Scorpio which is deep, transformative, very expansive. Something may have happened during Scorpio season where people have been realizing something about you since that time period, perhaps. So maybe like November-ish, October, November, okay? But there's something about you being a leader, okay? Being able to set people free, liberating them from some kind of oppression. It's something that you are focused on. I'm hearing Capricorn as well. Some of you guys are like a savior, or you save people's lives is what I'm hearing. Maybe you work in crisis support. But there's something about you being a part of a group or a cause, and maybe you being a leader of that group or cause, okay? But I feel like your whole mission, you know, how you're serving is helping people free themselves from oppression, showing people, you know, prolonged, cruel, or unjust treatment, you know, or people trying to exercise control over them. You help. I feel like people are really realizing, Pile 1, how you help remind people of their power and their ability to act in their own way. Like, you show people their own scope, and like to act as they please, to be as they please, to behave as they please, without any restrictions of like any kind of like external authority trying to be imposed over them. That's very powerful. I also feel like people see you as someone who, like, they're realizing that you're very humble. Like, they see that you actually like don't have like this huge like ego, and that you are like, even if you're very talented, even if you're like a very like powerful leader, or you have like public figure status or celebrity status, like it's kind of giving like a Taylor Swift energy or like a Zendaya energy, where you're just like someone who doesn't, like, even if you have like all this status, all this importance, all of this fame, fame, all of this money or wealth, it kind of just feels like you still don't like have like this hyper like importance like placed on yourself, and that's actually very like refreshing, and people are just like, wow, they're just like really like this humble servant, and you serve people with like a free and loving heart, like you have no expectation of return is what I'm hearing. I mean, you're doing a lot of stuff for free, or you're doing a lot of like community service here, as I'm hearing, okay? We have fertility. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we've ever been before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new, grander expression of ourselves. That kind of goes hand in hand with the entire frequency of like realization in general, and that you constantly grow. Like what people are realizing is that wherever you're placed, it's like bloom where you are planted. It's kind of like wherever you are planted, Pal One, you grow because you are so fertile. You're always open, you're always courageous, you're always being so creative and finding joy in the present moment, and you always grow something beautiful from wherever you are placed, and you always grow into a grander expression of yourself. And wherever you are placed, you like activate like greater consciousness, like meaning like you have like greater awareness, or you find greater enlightenment wherever you are, and you allow that, like you integrate that wisdom, you integrate that consciousness and that awareness, and you actually bloom into an even grander version of yourself, an even more embodied version of yourself. I'm hearing something about the age of 27, where the people, you know, if you are of that age, or you might be lower than that age, I'm hearing Aquarius and a Scorpio and a Capricorn is taking a lot of note around that time frame in your life. I'm hearing maybe you were off the grid, maybe you took a social media break, maybe you were like really like honing your creativity, honing your power, honing your skills. And I feel like wherever you were, maybe people did not know where you were. Maybe people, you know, didn't know what you were doing, but it's kind of like you saw the potential in the space that you were in, even if it seemed grim, even if it seemed like there was no, like, even if you felt like the soil was barren, or the crop was like not harvesting. I feel like you increased your consciousness and you grew into a grander version of yourself, and that is actually so beautiful, Power One. Okay, like people see what they're realizing about you is that you're so fertile. Like everything that you touch, like some of you guys might be drawn to Power 3 immediately, and then we have Saturn. I feel like maybe like during that age, that usually happens for a lot of people, like that mid to late 20s, you might go through a Saturn return, okay, where you had to be more realistic, or you had to be concerned about your material needs, or you had to wait. It's like something about you had to wait, or you had to pause, or I'm hearing a lot of sacrificing and a lot of prayer, fasting, just like getting very rational and grounded, seeing the world with like more realistic than you maybe had been previously, where you were more idealistic. I'm also hearing a lot of Chiron healing as well. So some of your deepest wounds, I'm hearing you kind of like, I'm hearing that you underwent some like massive healing around your deepest wounds, and people are realizing that you've come back and you're so matured, you're so grounded, you're so down to earth and humble, and whatever it is that you're serving. It's like your experiences, maybe with this through the Saturn return, your experiences have humbled you. Maybe you lost something, or like I said, there's been a lot of sacrificing, and there's been a lot of struggle, and you know, you've come back maybe to your service. You know, I'm getting a lot of 6th house energy. You've come back to your service, you know, as this person who just has compassion for humanity. If you know, like, and when I think about like people are realizing that you love humanity, or you have a lot of concern, especially with that Saturn energy, like you have a lot of concern about the human condition, and just like the frailty of humanity and the struggles. It's like your ethics are very altruistic. People see you as they're realizing that you're very ethical, actually, you know. I feel like people are realizing that you only deal with humanity. This is actually kind of funny. Some of you guys might be very introverted, but you are very like much so a servant. Like you do a lot of community service, or you do a lot of giving back, you do a lot of things for free, or it's something about you that is just like, I don't know, even maybe like even growing into this grander expression of yourself, and growing your consciousness in itself is an act of service to people, help people watching you. I'm hearing that you do have some sort of authority though, okay? I'm hearing for most of you in this pile, you do have some kind of authority. It's like you serve without ego. It's like your ego is not very big here. And it's like you're so talented. It kind of feels like, it's so funny. It's like you're so talented. Like some people would even like, you know, characterize you as like being the best at something. And you're just like, yeah, I mean, I'm just, you know, I'm doing, you know, I'm healing myself and just healing others because I care about people and humanity. And, you know, like you don't impose like, and then it's like as this authority, as this leader, you actually don't like impose a lot of your like political views or your behavior or your way of life onto people. You kind of like foster that within people. You help people find what's right for them so they can liberate themselves from whatever has been oppressing them, whatever has been kind of restricting their scope. Okay, that's very, very interesting. People are realizing that you're just like this very open person, especially with this fertility energy, that you're very open and accepting of all that there is. Like you're very connected to all that there is. Okay. Ooh, justice. Like I don't know, something about you going, like maybe taking a social media break or going into hermitude, where you kind of like maybe you were talking to people, or you were off, like I said, off the grid. And I feel like people are realizing that this time that you took away, you sought out solitude to focus intently on your inner life. And I feel like this brought you so much justice, okay? Brought you balance, brought you truth, helped you see like even like the negative side of things with this Saturn energy coming out, helping you see the negative side of things, have like helped you become more dual. So that you can become more realistic. And duality actually helps you materialize your success. And I feel like people are realizing that in this period that you may have been away, that you actually like enhanced your decision making, and you remembered your own power to make decisions for yourself. It's like you really pushed yourself, is what I'm hearing. Some of you guys, you really pushed yourself so that you could succeed, and you stopped making excuses with that Saturn energy. I'm hearing that you literally got it by any means. People are realizing that you brought justice to a situation that was unfair to you. For some of you guys, there was a situation that was unfair to you, and you brought justice to it. And I'm hearing that it was actually after a period of like waiting and like limitation and restriction with that Saturn energy. It's like this grandest expression of yourself didn't happen overnight, okay? I'm hearing that you went through a period of seeking, like, of solitude perhaps, like maybe even loneliness, where you really focused on your inner life, and you gained depth of perception. You gained like that interest, like you just did a lot of introspecting, and you found the truth with this justice energy that you needed so that you can materialize your success, so that you can be more dual, be more rational about things and make better decisions for yourselves. And this ultimately has led to a grander version of yourself. People are seeing, what they're realizing about you is that you're who they knew you to be previously. This feels like people in your past, or people who have watched you and the candle just puffed. Like it just feels like these are people who watched you grow up, or they watched you mature, they watched you become a different, more expanded version of yourself that was previously restricted, that was previously oppressed by perhaps them or something in your situation, some type of circumstance in your life that you've had to maybe overcome, that previously like oppressed you. And I'm hearing that through like, I don't know, through this deep, like this period of like introspection, you actually like got clear on your values, got clear on your ethics, got clear on your like things that matter to you. And this is like ultimately how you brought justice to a situation, because I feel like with Saturn being here especially, maybe in the past you were just like immature and unsure of yourself, and now you're like, what they're realizing is that you're just like this confident, like, you know, like, I'm not like, confidence may like err on the side of like egotistical, or like, you know, someone who's conceited or full of themselves. But it just feels like, especially with this Messiah energy coming out, it feels like you're more sure of yourself, you stand upon certain things, but it also still feels like you're still like, I'm just like one entity on this planet of billions of organisms and microorganisms, and it just feels like you're so humble, and like this strength in this like version, I don't know how to describe it, but it just feels like this version of yourself that you're in now is so resolute, and it's like you're still like very humble and modest in your expression of this grandest expression of yourself. Like, it's like a grander expression, but it's still modest, and it's like it's not rooted in ego. You're still like, I'm hearing that even if you did go through something unfair and something that was, you know, troubling, you still remained loving with a free heart. It's like you didn't get jaded, you didn't allow yourself to get jaded or, you know, traumatized by the situation. If you are resonating with some kind of tumultuous event. Okay. Wow, very powerful, Power One. People are realizing this new version of yourself. And then we have the 10th house coming out. So I definitely feel like with the 10th house, this deals with your career, your reputation, what you're known for, your position in society, your public facing view. So these are definitely people who see you have expanded your career. They see you have expanded into a grander version of yourself, perhaps a leader or in a position of authority. Maybe these people have seen you get promoted. And they've seen you get very mature about things, okay? And, you know, I'm hearing that it's not, you know, I don't know, it's the song, but have you guys ever heard that album by LSD, Labyrinth, Sia, and Diplo? It is literally called LSD, it's their initials, and it's like, I think like the intro song goes like, it's not what they told us, it's what we told ourselves. And I feel like we ain't in high school no more, we're not children no more. It's okay to be who you truly are, and to be very humble in that, and be like, I'm not letting anything make me waver. Like, maybe some of you guys, I don't know, I keep getting this feeling that some of you guys, maybe in your childhood you've dealt with like a lot of rejection issues, or, you know, a lot of people not accepting you for who you are. I'm just getting like any like maybe if you were in a group, or you were in like a group or association, it kind of feels like you have maybe found yourself in situations where people like display some type of non-acceptance towards you, and you were like, you kind of like repress certain aspects of your personality, of your identity, to kind of appeal to other people, and that was very oppressive to you. It just feels like you've been like dealing with a lot of oppression, and freeing yourself and liberating yourself from oppression has allowed you to turn around with this 10th house energy and this Messiah energy, and growing up and being, you know, saying, hey, I'm no longer going to be oppressed by things, showing people how to do that for themselves as well. And that in itself shows your concern for humanity, and doing a lot of this for like free is what I'm hearing. So you have a very positive reputation. Okay, we have sexy time. Oh, no. Okay, I'm hearing that for some of you, people are realizing that you may have, you're having a mature relationship, or you're having, you know, you're sexually active, or I don't know how they're dealing with this. This could also go hand in hand with this Saturn energy and this fertility. Maybe people are realizing that you may have become pregnant, or they're realizing something about you that it's like, maybe you've become like, this 10th house energy especially, maybe some of you guys are 36 years old, or there's something about maybe you guys like getting pregnant at 36 or getting married at 36, but there's something about you like being very sexy, and you know, this is also like a part of your Saturn return, where you've maybe grown into your full figure, or you've grown into your womanliness or your manliness. People are realizing like maybe your tattoos. I'm hearing something about a leg tattoo. They're noticing kind of like, I'm hearing your positive seductive qualities, and maybe I'm hearing some of you guys are doing something sexual, or you're doing something that entices people or arouses people in some type of way, arouses desire. Maybe you're doing this through your 10th house. Maybe your career, your public life has to do something like, you know, cabaret or something like that, performance based, or you are like, people are really just noticing that you're like sexier than ever is what I'm hearing. So let's see what else people are realizing about you, pal. 1, this is hilarious. Oh, interesting. 2 wanted to come out, so I was like, should I take both? We have a soulmate, and then we have confusion. Yeah, so I'm definitely getting that there is a soulmate connection here. Like I said, some of you guys are dealing with I'm hearing maybe you're having a very, like I said, a mature connection with the soulmate. Maybe there's a lot of you know, sexy time here with your soulmate, or there's something about like a sexual encounter that has matured you, that has made you more feminine, more masculine. But maybe you're displaying this. I'm also getting that some of you guys, you have enhanced your career, or you've brought justice to a situation through a soulmate connection. But I do feel like through the soulmate connection at this time, there is some confusion around this connection. I do feel like this person, you know, they kind of, this person is reflecting back to you shadow aspects that you need to acknowledge. I don't want to make this a love reading, but I definitely feel like your soulmate is probably realizing these things about you. For some of you, they're realizing the enhancement of your career, your social life. They're realizing how deep and transformative you are in your work, how humble you are. But this person is confused about something, and maybe you're confused as well. But I feel like there's some like this person is realizing some situations about your life that brought about a lot of maturity, that have brought about you honoring your boundaries, that taught you how to impose certain limitations to protect yourself. I'm here for some of you guys, you might have even cut off sexy time with a soulmate to show this person, I'm here to clarify certain things in this connection, or to focus more on your career is what I'm hearing. So let's see here. What's going on? Pal 1. And then we'll get into the tarot a little bit. We're also getting this self-compassion card, because when people are realizing things about us, you know, it could sometimes be kind of, I don't know, like, oh my God, people are watching me, people are expecting this from me. So always have compassion for yourself. I know you guys in general have a lot of compassion for humanity, but the best way that you can serve and heal other people is to first serve and heal yourself, okay? So I'm definitely getting that for some of you guys, you have a sexual encounter coming up here. Should I do an updated sexual encounter video? So let's see what's going on. Power 1. Sorry, this deck is not popping. So I definitely feel like right now there is like confusion. Maybe there's a waiting period with your soulmate is what I'm hearing. A waiting period for you to focus on your 10th house energies, your career. I'm hearing to expand your consciousness and to grow into a grander expression of yourself before, you know, this connection comes into balance. We also have an Aquarius energy. So I feel like, get a sip of my coffee. I feel like you guys in the past, kind of going back to the rejection issue, or going back to like just a process of you maturing around love in general. And I feel like you guys have had like a strong wish to be loved, whether that be platonic love, companionable love, romantic love, familial love. I just feel like a lot of you have just really desired to be loved, okay? And I feel like this emphasis on your interpersonal relationship has maybe taken, you know, maybe it's taken you a little bit longer to develop around your 10th house, because maybe you have been prioritizing love, romance. And I feel like this, you needed to, with the 10th house, your public life, how you display yourself. I feel like you needed to, with the Saturn energy as well, you needed to kind of like go through this period of solitude or loneliness so that you can be realistic about love. Because I feel like in the past, you might have been a little idealistic. Maybe situations have been very confusing. But I feel like you working on your own innovation, you working on your own humanitarianism, strong with this Aquarius energy, this Messiah energy, strong humanitarian energy. You focusing on your giving back, focusing on the things that actually bring you joy instead of looking for another person to love you and to fulfill a void that you couldn't fulfill. I feel like through your career and your service, through your servantry, you have filled a void that has given you joy. So even if there is separation or confusion or delay with the soulmate connection, you have remained grounded. You've been able to endure, maybe some difficult emotions. You've looked at the situation and you've been very rational about the situation, and you've focused on the truth of situations and not your idealism of them. You focused on being very balanced in these situations. Maybe in the past you were very overcome by the sexy time, or there was strong sexual compatibility, but there was a lack of emotional fulfillment, or there was a lack of action taking, in a lot of these connections. I'm hearing a lot of compartmentalization and kind of like isolating different aspects of your life away from maybe there was just a lack of integrating your relationships. And I feel like through the soulmate connection, through the sexy time, you're like evolving into a more mature relationship where there's less compartmentalization and there's more integrating into like more aspects of each other's lives, making the relationship more functional, and making sure that you are compatible. Like I say, being very rational about the situation. Okay, and staying very compassionate, towards yourself and towards your partners and other people when it comes to matters of the heart. Okay, because romance and love in general is a very complicated emotion, and our emotions can derail us. Our emotions can be distorted. That doesn't invalidate them, but they could simply just be immature emotions. And I feel like a lot of what you've worked on is you staying balanced in love. And this is what people are really realizing about you, is that you're no longer letting like a sexual compatibility cause confusion, or you're staying very balanced and rational and staying rooted in truth when it comes to these relationships, especially a soulmate connection that is maturing and evolving. But it's definitely like there's a waiting period, or there's limitations imposed before you kind of just like commit to something that you are still unsure about. And also, I feel like people are realizing that you are very focused on your career and your public life right now. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I feel like that ultimately your servantry is what fills the void of people disappointing you or abandoning you, betraying you. Some of you guys have brought a lot of justice to these failed relationships in your past by becoming rational and finding what truly brings you joy, is what I'm hearing. You're no longer allowing, past relationships to kind of, or like relationships in general, to kind of overrule your life and your emotions, because you have fulfillment in other areas of your life. Very matured is what people are realizing. You're matured from a lot of this, okay? So let's pull a little tarot. I feel like some of you guys, this isn't a love update, but I feel like you're dealing with somebody where you guys may have service together. And I feel like this person is a little controlling, or they have, some shadow aspects coming up. Like I was saying before, this person is reflecting back to you shadow aspects that you need to integrate and acknowledge. And I definitely feel like this person, they are not, they think that if they have the financial control or they have the financial upper hand, I feel like for some of them, they are definitely controlling the situations with finances, and you might be controlling the situation by withholding sex. Take it how it resonates. It's not a big energy because it's not about them, but I kind of just wanted to kind of like make sure you always honor your boundaries and never rely on anybody for money or sex or anything. Okay? Making sure a relationship is balanced before you proceed. Okay? If somebody isn't showing up, or there's an imbalance in the power dynamic, then you kind of need to take a step back and make sure those issues are resolved before moving forward or investing more emotionally, okay? So let's get a little bit more information around what's going on really quickly about what people are realizing about you, Pile 1. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands reversed. Yeah, I was kind of getting that. We have the Three of Wands, lots of delay. Yes, I was definitely getting lots of delay here. And then the Page of Cups due to some emotional immaturity. So lots of emotional immaturity and a lack of clarity in your soulmate connection. Okay, so, you know, I feel like I kind of already touched on this a lot, and I just ultimately feel like if this person is oppressing you in some type of way, this is what is causing the delay. Their emotional immaturity is what's causing the delay. And I'm hearing some kind of distorted communication as well. The communication is not good, and I feel like you guys have a strong sexual compatibility, but there is, like, when it comes to the communication, it's very stifled, very stunted, and I just feel like it's because of, you know, with this Saturn energy and this Page of Cups, it's just giving a lot of emotional immaturity, and this connection is lacking growth and movement forward because, and lacking a spiritual new beginning, where I definitely feel like it will, you know, if this connection renews, which I feel like for a lot of you it may, this connection will renew perhaps after a period of maybe withholding sex. I'm hearing that there's sex coming up, a sexual encounter coming up here. And I feel like that is really going to help resolve the emotional dissatisfaction that you've been experiencing in this connection. So ultimately, you guys, I feel like the person that's really watching your soulmate connection for a lot of you is an ex-partner, maybe a karmic partner in the past where things did not work out, obviously, but I feel like that relationship made you more rational, more realistic, and made you honor your boundaries. I feel like some of you guys are I'm hearing y'all say, I'm hearing some of y'all say, I learned my lesson, okay? And I feel like this person, you know, I'm getting for some of you, this might be an air sign or a water sign that is, you know, ex-partners, karmic partners in the past that, you know, you are not renewing with them. And a lot of them, they're realizing that you brought justice to the situation. For some of them, they're not having a new spiritual beginning in their life, and they won't have any progress forward. This kind of feels like karma almost. You know, because they refuse to grow up. Okay, so I'm hearing that they're lacking emotional maturity, and some of them, they haven't learned their lesson. And I feel like for you just look back on these old situations and you're like, lessons learned, right? People who couldn't grow up, people who couldn't have an effective communication, people who couldn't, you know what I mean, couldn't take action, or people who were only focused on the sexy time. And these people who are, I'm hearing, you know, it's crazy because they realize that they're not having a spiritual new beginning and that you have moved on to someone else, is what I'm hearing. Oh my goodness, give me some more information about who these people are. I'm hearing Aquarius in particular is realizing that you're deciding not to renew with them, okay? And because you're deciding not to renew with them, they won't experience, like, for some, it kind of feels like they need you for growth. LOL. I don't know what that means. But it kind of feels like they can't grow without you, or like their union with you, they were very codependent on you to kind of like with this Messiah energy to kind of raise their consciousness, to raise their awareness, to help them understand whatever restrictions that they have been under in their life that may have been, you know, driving this emotional immaturity. This Page of Cups in the reverse is just like not good. So let's clarify some of these. Actually, they're realizing that you have grown into something so beautiful, like from where they left you, right? And they're realizing that they're still in the same place where you become like this very sexy, authoritative figure that liberates people. Very interesting. Give me some information about this Ace of Wands. These people, they see you became very rational about the situation and you moved on. Clarifying the Ace of Wands. Yeah, and I'm hearing you're celebrating a new relationship. you're very harmonious. Like, I'm here for some of you guys, you might even be getting married. Like, I don't know, it just feels like these people, they see that you've moved on. They're realizing that you moved on. You brought justice to a situation. You became a grander version of yourself. You became more sexy. You ran into a soulmate, and you became more rational and cleared the confusion that was these relationships. Clarifying the Three of Wands. This is a hard realization for them, okay? This is a hard realization for them because they see you celebrating. They see you celebrating. I'm hearing, you know, this is as a new version of yourself. Like, this new version of yourself, like, for some of you, they see you get crowned by somebody. Like, they're seeing you get crowned by someone. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. And the Four of Pentacles, yeah. Ooh, these relationships in the past with the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. I just feel like in the past you were not in tune. So you were not like, maybe you had some situation, like maybe there was trauma, maybe there was just like a lack of consciousness. But this High Priestess in the reverse reflects a version of yourself that was not open to the communication. Like, I'm getting a huge energy around communication, whether that be communication in your interpersonal relationships or that be in communication with the ether and the divine. It just feels like with the High Priestess in the reverse, this past version of you was not at all receiving the communication about these ex-partners, where you were getting the information that you needed to like impose the boundaries and limitations that you needed with the Four of Pentacles. I also feel like these people who you were in the past, they exploited your boundaries, or they were very maybe they were non-committal with that Knight of Cups in the reverse, or very moody towards you. They could never get their, you know, their mood together towards you. They were emotionally immature, and I'm hearing that they were very indulgent. They weren't modest like you. So these people kind of reflect your opposite. The Knight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles is a very egotistical combination to me. And they see you celebrating in humility. That's very fucking like crazy. I'm hearing Aquarius in particular. I'm hearing that they really like, I'm hearing watching you and realizing this new version of yourself. They see you so much more beautiful than you've ever been, so much more good looking than you've ever been. They see you in your career. They see you in your, like, maybe in the past you didn't have a career, or you didn't have like authority, leadership. But I feel like through, like with this justice energy, you've grown into like your own way of life. Like, your behavior is so much more different than it was in the past. How you're interacting in your romantic relationships, and even your friendships and family. Maybe you've ironed out your political views, and people are just realizing that you've just matured a lot, okay? They're realizing you just matured. I already got these. I need this, okay? That's what I'm seeing, Pal One. Very beautiful. They see that you tuned the fuck in, okay? You've cleared the confusion, became more rational, and you're serving, giving back, and helping people bring justice to their lives and liberate themselves from people who wanted to keep them trapped in dynamics and situations that were unfulfilling, that lacked boundaries, that lacked action, and ultimately like impact your mood and your emotions. Like I was saying a little bit ago, like it feels like your emotions, like you were very impacted emotionally through your interpersonal relationships, and now you're very mature about it, okay? That's what I'm saying, Power One. Let's get your advice, and then we'll get your self-compassion card. What are people realizing about you? I'm hearing you waited for the soulmate connection, okay, for some of you. And for some of you guys, this could be a soulmate in work, okay? Fierce serenity. Oh my goodness. Like I said, they see you like with this justice, they see you just like at peace. Like you're at peace, you're serene. They see you in your serenity, okay? Maybe, like I said, a situation in the past disturbed your mood because you weren't in tune and you didn't have boundaries, you didn't have limitations imposed. But after maybe a Saturn return, you grew up, you matured, okay? Interesting. And they're kind of like disturbed by this. So they're disturbed by your peace, your serenity. I'm hearing a Leo. I'm hearing these people thought that they were the only way that you could succeed, but you showed these people that you will uphold your boundaries because you love yourself. You showed these people just how much you value yourself, and it's not egotistical. You're still so humble, but you value yourself, okay? I love that for you, Power One. You ate is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you ate and you left no crumbs. I'm hearing these people are, they're kind of dead to you. Resisting and persisting, okay? So this is your self-compassion card, okay? You have probably heard the popular psychological statement, what we resist persists, which means that whatever we build avoidance or denial around shows up in our lives in a stronger and more alive way. The problem is, how do we face what we resist when the reason we resist it is because it is so unpleasant? Resistance is really just an attempt to slow ourselves down and stop pushing our awareness so hard. Resistance shows up in the mind through avoidance and denial, in the body through tightness and tension. We want to face what is challenging and difficult, but we want to face it in a slow and manageable way so that we do not create more resistance. Self-compassion allows you to gently move into resistance by encouraging and choosing resistance breaks. As self-compassion knows, when we purposefully soften and back off around resistance, we can finally move towards it. I don't know about you guys, but that feels like a little confusing, but I kind of get what they're trying to say. I feel like something may have rocked your boat is what I'm hearing, but I feel like it might have been because you were resisting the awareness of something in your life. So resistance is we experience resistance when we are practicing non-acceptance in some aspect in our lives, right? Just like the text says, we are resisting something because it is unpleasant, right? And this could be a defense mechanism where you are avoiding, dealing with something unpleasant or unsavory. But I feel like it took you a long time to face the music of the situation. I'm hearing you went through, you maybe had to grieve something. And the first stage of grief is avoidance and denial, right? Resistance shows up through avoidance and denial, right? You might have had tension in your body, tightness in your body. And if you're feeling that now, that could be an indication to you that you are resisting something unpleasant or unsavory, right? The best thing that you can do in this time, is to be realistic about your circumstances, right? The opposite of unpleasant resistance is fierce serenity, right? This could also be trying to draw your attention to something in your environment with the High Priestess. This kind of feels like a past energy where you've kind of come into balance, or you've kind of faced the resistance slowly but surely, but it was because you were experiencing this emotional and intuitive block, okay? And through, maybe, I feel like for some of you guys, you might have gone through like a meditative or yogic experience or challenge or fitness journey that has helped you feel more serene and calm in your body, help you, break down these emotional blocks and clear the confusion. I also feel like resistance can also show up as confusion, right? Confusion of avoidance, denial, in some way to kind of help you soften or ease the blow of something unsavory or unsatisfactory to you, okay? I feel like right now, the biggest challenge I see you struggling with as it pertains to resistance, this could be resistance in your soulmate connection, could be why you're experiencing this delay. And maybe people are realizing that there is a delay, or you're a little off the grid right now because you are experiencing delay in your soulmate connection. But I feel like the best thing that you can do is to experience like this fierce serenity and don't worry about anything that is going on in your connection, because there is, I don't know about y'all, but there's nothing in this life that would stress me out ever again. Okay, I can't be stressed. I can't struggle about nothing. The circumstances are what they are. If they're unpleasant or unsavory, you just have to push your awareness forward. Okay, slow yourself down to face what is challenging and difficult, right? And make it more manageable. So I feel like maybe the resistance that you are experiencing in your connection, you're having to kind of persist, right? You have to move forward, you know, in a soft and slow and manageable way. Okay, that's the best advice I can give you, because I feel like right now, you know, maybe your soulmate is going through a lot of, you know, disturbing moods and a lot of challenging emotions and a lot of, you know, resisting the connection. And I feel like the longer that they resist the connection, the longer that the unpleasant experience will persist. And I feel like you staying serene and rational about the situation and moving, you know, forward on your own journey, in a stronger, more alive, more open, more joyful way than you've ever been will help you expand your consciousness so that you can face this, and also help you grow into a grander expression of yourself, you know, even if it means that you have to do that alone right now. Okay, so give me more information around this Knight of Cups and this Four of Pentacles. We're only going to get one card to kind of explain, because I feel like we've been going so long. We have the Ten of Swords reversed. Okay, so it definitely feels like, you know, the Ten of Swords reversed reflects that this feels like a past energy or recovery energy. So, you know, I definitely feel like you guys are still, like, even if you have come out of the thick of the material challenges, there's still psychological, like, processing that is being done right now. Okay, and it's okay, but I feel like your peace is being restored, okay, from something that was so hard, something that was so painful in your life, okay? And don't give up on your journey. You know, just be patient with yourself, because I definitely feel like whatever painful situation occurred here, whatever, you know, that Saturn may have brought, you know, I'm hearing Saturn was very strict and even seeming cruel to you, especially like maybe you did undergo a prolonged period of cruel and unjust treatment from someone or something, or life just felt cruel and unjust. I feel like you are kind of like still dealing with the residual damage of that. And this situation, although it was painful, it brought you truth, it brought you clarity, it made you more rational, and your psyche is being healed, okay? And I feel like maybe even through a connection, a soulmate connection, you are healing. But I definitely feel like, you know, your psychological and emotional state is still fragile, and that is why you are experiencing resistance right now, because the situation in the past, I feel like this is definitely a painful situation in the past. Maybe I'm hearing for some of you a third-party situation or relationship that you thought would be your long-term relationship, but then you ran into your soulmate. It kind of feels like, you know, the situation from the past. Now, although, you know, resistance infers that you are still like experiencing some non-acceptance around it. You're not fully, you know, healed from it, not fully accepted. That doesn't mean that you want to go back to it. It just means that you're still dealing with the psychological damage of the situation. And you just have to be patient with yourself and give yourself that compassion and soften, you know, and back off around, you know, the resistance, so that you can show up more stronger, more empowered, more alive, more joyful than you've ever been. Okay? I definitely see serenity coming in for you. And it's because you just learned to be realistic about things. You won't let anything stress you anymore. And people are realizing that you are recovering from a relationship in your past that, you know, this person acted very, very immaturely. Very, you know, they did not consider your feelings. Maybe they were very selfish. And I feel like you not having boundaries and not being in tune just exacerbated the situation. But you learned and you learned and you learned. And with every goodbye, baby, you learned. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, Power One. I'm sorry that went so long, but this is mainly what people are realizing about you. They're recognizing your career, they're recognizing your public life, they're recognizing you moving into a mature, sexy connection, and that you're just more sexy and more beautiful and more attractive than you've ever been. You're just so mature now, and you're celebrating your victory. You're celebrating the peace being restored in your life after a painful situation. I love that for you, and keep persisting, because you're still healing from this situation, and that's okay. But you don't want to take that baggage into your new relationship and into your new life. Okay, thank you so much. It was my honor to reach your energy, Power One. Let me know how that resonates down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, Power Two. Welcome to your selection. So you chose the destroyer archetype. Okay. Oh, okay, you guys. Now I definitely see that people are realizing, I'm hearing an Aries and a Taurus and a Sagittarius. These people are realizing you transform, okay? You transform something major. And maybe they see you transform into a different version of yourself, into a new lifestyle for yourself. But I also feel like in this pile in particular, out of all the piles, people are recognizing more shadow aspects within you than other piles. So I see that there's something around an ending in your life, okay, that people are realizing, okay? And they see that you have actually harmonized what you perceive as positive and what you perceive as negative in a balanced symphony of life. They see that you have balanced your heart with your mind, and you have, in this process, you have been creating a reality that you desire, a new life that you desire. Like it says, releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for a new life. And I feel like this process, of this transformative process that people have been realizing within you, has actually been showing you that you have this optimal ability to harmonize your heart and your mind, right? I'm not gonna lie, Pal, too. It feels like these people, they misunderstand you a lot, okay? Because maybe they seen you do something. I'm hearing you're a savage, yeah, classy, bougie, ratchet, okay? They say you do something like a savage, or they seen you, I'm hearing, destroy something for somebody else. It feels like you destroy, like the shadow aspect of the destroyer is destroying other people's dreams and potential. It feels like somebody else who, I mean, I definitely feel like, you know what, I'm not going to take sides, but it feels like these people who are, how they're viewing you, they're misunderstanding your actions. It feels like you may have done something to seek vengeance on somebody, like you needed retribution is what I'm hearing. And you didn't leave it, I'm hearing that you didn't leave it up to the divine, or you didn't wait it out is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that you took matters into your own hands and you destroyed something for somebody else. And this ultimately has, like, I'm hearing something has, you know, ultimately opened a door for you, or has resolved some kind of issue for you. Now, I do feel like some of these people may have this, some of them, I don't know if all of them, because some of y'all just a savage, you didn't give a fuck. But it definitely feels like some of these people deserve whatever act of vengeance you took, okay? And if you're not resonating with this, I'm hearing a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, or like some kind of like Pisces situation, a Taurus and Aquarius. It definitely feels like you're still full of love. Like, I think people are seeing you as something, seeing you as cruel or like a savage, like quite literally. But they are not realizing that you're still full of love. But you needed to kind of like take this action to resolve a major issue in your life, because I feel like there's something about somebody being in an unparalleled competition, or this person stealing something from you, or this person posed as like some kind of obstacle or challenge on your path when it, you know, that wasn't, I'm hearing that it wasn't supposed to be doing that, okay? And you had to kind of like I'm hearing you put some people in their place, and people are seeing this as like savage behavior. I feel like people are realizing that you stop at nothing to tear down old structures and make way for your new growth. I'm hearing that you destroy something. You destroy somebody's life is what I'm hearing. I don't know what that means, okay? But I feel like, and I just heard Libra. This could be a Libra, you could be a Libra, but ultimately, I feel like this was how the scales got balanced. This is how, like, you brought justice to a situation, because something, like, I'm hearing that this was fair, what you did. Like, what you destroyed for something or somebody, a Gemini, a Taurus, a Pisces, or Aries. I feel like what you destroyed was actually very fair in the eyes of the universe. Like, the universe is not concerned with your morality or what these people are thinking is right and wrong. But your action that you may have been divinely guided to take, it seems very savage and cruel to a lot of people, okay? But I also feel like they shouldn't have been fucking with you in the first place, and they never would have seen your savage side. Because I feel like with this, like, your heart is still so big and full. You're still like this very generous and kind person at heart, but you no longer, I'm hearing that something changed you, or that you're not as sweet as you used to be, okay? And you know that ultimately these people kind of deserved it. I feel like these people kind of deserved it, honestly, okay? I'm hearing that somebody was fucking with you. I'm hearing they seen you transition, okay? They seen you transition into a new life. But they're misunderstanding how you're doing this. I feel like people are realizing that you're not letting your past weigh you down. It's like, you know, something, I'm hearing that they see you address endings, failures, you're cutting loose, dead weight. I'm hearing there's a lot of 12th house energy here. So I feel like you dealt with some situations that were very shadowy, or like, and I just saw the candle like light up. It just feels like you dealt with some situations that were hidden, shadowy, transversive. Like, it felt like maybe you even dealt with some kind of crime, or maybe you were attacked emotionally, psychically, physically. I don't know. It just feels like these people are viewing you as somebody who's ruthless, that you stopped at nothing to destroy this for somebody, because, you know, I'm hearing that you needed to get your revenge is what I'm hearing, okay? And I'm hearing that you accomplished that for the most part. Yeah. If this is a romantic partner, we have the divine feminine. Yeah, I was definitely getting some divine feminine energy here for you guys. But it kind of feels like the way you've been destroying this life, it doesn't feel like you've had to take so many like strong and actions. It feels like you have been very guided this entire time. You've been very receptive, and you stay soft and open. Like I said, your heart is still very open, but you had to kind of like, I'm hearing you had to show people a side of you that you didn't want to bring out, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that somebody brought out a side of you that was very ruthless, very savage, and I feel like you have a very like intrinsic, or like, I'm hearing intuitive understanding of something that may have been unfair or wrong to you. And it is because you are so connected to all that there is, and that is, your heart is still open. You're still like, even if you had to do something ruthless and savage to somebody, or you have to destroy somebody's life or dreams or their potential, it just feels like the reason that you understand the situation so well is because you have stayed so open and connected to all of creation. Like, even the people who pose as your polar opposite, even the people who pose as opposition, as enemies to you, you're still connected to them, because they're still like organisms of creation. And that is what the divine feminine energy is reminding you. I feel like people are you know, they actually like see you do this, and they see you do something savage, but they seen you, like, I'm hearing a cycle that you've been in since you were 21 years old for some of you. Like, they seen you do something savage, but you remain soft and nurturing and kind, like, and expressive, and they see that you did this, and you just was like, that was fair and that was right, and that's how I brought justice to the situation, and I can move forward with like a lot of peace. Meanwhile, like, you kind of like, I'm hearing that you just destroyed somebody. And I'm hearing with this divine feminine energy, you also like, I'm hearing you received a lot of signs, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you were divinely guided to do something. They feel like you, some of these people are realizing, maybe some of you are kind of like intoxicated with this power that you have now. Because I feel like some of you guys, you really like, you kind of like you showed these people like your power. Something about this, you showed somebody your power, and that your power to destroy them. I'm hearing you destroyed somebody. I don't know what you did. Like, did you commit murder? I hope you did not do that. But I feel like it kind of almost feels like you kind of put somebody in a grave, is what I'm hearing. So it's over for them, is what I'm hearing. And I feel like ultimately, like, this process of you doing that, it was like, okay, I won't ever have to do anything else. Like, I won't ever have to be that ruthless again. I won't ever have to be that savage like again. But they needed to experience my power, even if it was destructive power, is what I'm hearing. Okay. I'm not judging you at all, Power 2, if you're resonating with that. But I feel like for the most part, people are realizing that you are preparing for a new life where you are divine feminine energy. I'm hearing that people are realizing that your divine feminine energy has been activated. Perhaps you've come into alignment with the divine masculine counterpart, and this has put you in your soft side. This has put you in your soft era, and you don't have to, ooh, a Capricorn. I'm hearing somebody put you in your soft girl era, like, and that you are just like, whatever, it is what it is, right? And I also feel like Capricorn's energy is like people are seeing you be very, like, they're realizing that you're very laser focused on your goals. Like, and I'm hearing day in and day out, you're focused on like achieving your goals, or you're like ticking off like I'm hearing a lot of SMART goals, and just like people are realizing that you're very business-like, okay? I'm hearing some of you, you know, your divine masculine. For some of you, this is your divine masculine seeing you, you know, they're realizing that you destroyed another life, okay? Or that you destroyed somebody else's dreams. I'm hearing that maybe, I'm not sure if you like explicitly told them about something, you know, ruthless and savage like that you did, but I'm hearing that they put 2 and 2 together, okay? I feel like you've just been so dedicated to achieve, and I feel like this is what's misunderstood about you. It's because people are seeing this as like, oh, you are like, you will trade your ethical principles for victory at any cost. But I feel like maybe you did trade your ethical principles. Maybe you did sacrifice some of your values to show somebody your power. I feel like something that you did destroyed something. You destroyed something. I feel like you destroyed structures in your own life. And, you know, I'm hearing there was casualty, okay? There was casualty because I feel like people have been in your way and you have just been like, I'm going to achieve my goals. And I feel like some of y'all is not wanting me to achieve. I feel like these people out here, a Taurus and an Aries, they have not been wanting you to achieve your goals. And I'm hearing people they're realizing they're very jealous of your business acumen, and how well you, I'm hearing how astute you are as well. Like your ability to assess a situation and find the most advantageous strategy, or like the advantage for yourself, turn it into something that is your advantage. And I feel like that in itself is kind of like divine feminine energy. Like you're very receptive, like you receive a lot of gifts, you receive a lot of abundance, you receive a lot of grace, mercy, and some of you, they're realizing that you've been very lucky throughout this whole situation. And it just feels like your natural capability, your natural talents are kind of like right in line with divine feminine energy. And it's because you have an intrinsic understanding of everything. Like maybe some of you guys are like working in business, or you're just, like I said, you have a strong business acumen. You're very astute just naturally and very professional naturally. And this in itself like has helped you, like I'm hearing, attract so many different opportunities. I'm hearing a new job or promotion, or just like understanding things very well. And this is what people are realizing about you. I'm hearing you definitely, like I said, like your activation, this new life is literally your divine feminine life, okay? In the past, you were an unhealed feminine energy. But I feel like now you are in your divine femininity, where you express yourself openly, you accept help, you are more nurturing and more soft than you've ever been. For some of you guys, you are in a stressful cycle here with your divine masculine, and this person is missing your nurturing soft side, and maybe they haven't seen this from you in a while, I'm hearing. But I also feel like if there's been something destructive, going on in this connection, it's not going to activate your divine femininity. It's going to activate unhealed femininity. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Ooh, Scorpio energy, death. Okay, we have massive transformation that goes hand in hand with this destroyer archetype, honestly. Okay, these people who are realizing about you, they've literally seen endings in your life, but they've seen a new beginning illuminate for you, and you integrate fundamental lessons in your life and experiencing your life with so much depth, experiencing your life in light and shadow. These people, they misunderstand you because you are so dual, and it's because these endings in your life have brought you duality. They've brought you that depth of perception that you needed to understand a fundamental lesson around this situation. Okay, something that I'm hearing that people are like, they're regarding a situation where you've had to do something, you've had to maybe act out of some shadow aspects, is what I'm hearing. Definitely. Okay, they're definitely regarding a situation and they're misunderstanding your actions. Okay, but I feel like, if you have to destroy somebody else, I definitely feel like they deserved it. Okay, some people might say you're very cold, but they're not seeing you, your soft side. They're not seeing your nurturing side because they don't deserve to see. I'm hearing they're not worthy of your emotional, vulnerability, and fragility. Maybe in the past, I'm definitely getting that there are people who thrived on your emotional destruction. They thrived on seeing things end in your life. They thrived on seeing painful endings, painful situations, harsh and cruel transformations. They seen you have to make tremendous amount of effort that they never will have to face in their life, and I feel like ultimately this period of struggle and strife that you may have gone through to kind of meet your goals with this Capricorn energy, meet the day-to-day reality, was so strenuous. I'm hearing Capricorn energy and Saturn energy is very it's a lot of strenuous labor. People have not seen how much work this really took for you to get to this divine feminine activation, and how much preparation you have done to even get into alignment into this new reality of this new life that you desire. People are realizing your manifestation capability, power too, and they're just jealous and they're misunderstanding you. You're I'm gonna cut loose anything that's damaging to me. Okay, and you did it in a very business-like way. You're I'm going to take the strategy, oh, that's making sense now. You're I'm going to take the strategy that's most advantageous to me. And if I see something that, I'm hearing you treated it like it was a business decision, and you made the most rational decision for yourself, and you didn't care about nobody's feelings, is what I heard. And I'm hearing you brought an ending to somebody. Okay, new moon energy. So I kind of want to get another one of these because sometimes when I get the moons, I just feel like I should get another one. But we have new moon energy. They're realizing you set so many different intentions. They're realizing this new spark, and I feel like there's so many harsh winds around you. There's a lot of gossip and communication around you, and the actions that you took to kind of destroy competition or destroy somebody else who was posing as opposition to you. And I feel like you set that intention, and I'm hearing you took off, and I'm hearing you fired off like a rocket, and people are seeing that your intentions that you set, maybe they're realizing that you're very connected to the moon cycle, and it has been very favorable to you. Perhaps some of you guys are. So yeah, I'm hearing some of you guys are very connected to the moon, or your moon sign is very significant here. But ultimately, I feel like they're realizing that the intentions that you set, perhaps around the moon cycle, address your goals, and you will do anything that it takes to achieve your goals. And I'm hearing that a lot of you have been achieving your goals. Okay, I'm hearing whatever you did to destroy somebody else. I'm hearing destroy somebody who wanted to serve as competition, You know, this person may have had a lot of dreams, or they had similar dreams as you, and I feel like they put themselves in unparalleled competition and tried to serve as opposition or a challenge on your path. For some of you, I'm hearing third parties or people who are trying to copy your work or steal aspects of your identity, and you just had to put an end to this, and you did it in a very business-like way. You said, I'm not going to consider feelings. I'm hearing you stop considering feelings. And you took the strategy that was most advantageous to you. And people are seeing this as like, damn, Kyle T is savage, ruthless in this bitch. And you said, I'm gonna destroy you before you destroy me in this bitch, because it's always gonna be me over you. Okay? Ooh, some of you, this is your soulmate recognizing that you don't fucking play about your business. Okay? But this wanted to show itself to me a minute ago. People are realizing that you like to travel, okay? Maybe you were moving around a lot, but I also feel like this could be a long distance connection with the soulmate that is, you know, challenging to you both, because they notice that you like to explore. And I feel like exploring and traveling enhances your divine feminine energy, because you receive so much more information when you experience new things, okay? What else are people realizing about you? Trickery. Yeah. I'm definitely feel like somebody here, I don't know why I keep feeling like with this dreams and potential, somebody here was trying to steal your destiny. And I'm hearing they were trying to trick you out of your destiny. I'm hearing a Scorpio and a Pisces, okay, a Capricorn. I'm hearing that these people have been trying to kind of like, they have been wearing masks, or they have been negotiating with you with the ulterior motive, or they've been duplicitous in some way. And I feel like this was around your destiny. Some people, like, with this Capricorn energy and this divine feminine energy, they recognize that you bring your dreams into reality by exploring and staying open and setting intentions. But you also have no problem with doing the work and doing the strenuous labor. And I feel like these people, these tricksters in your environment, they've been trying to steal aspects of your destiny, pal, too. And you have to I'm hearing that you realize this, and you said, I'm gonna fuck you up if you keep playing with me. Because for some of you, people are they're realizing that you don't play about your destiny, you don't play about your work, and you don't play about your business, okay? You don't play about your brand, and you're not fucking around about nothing that you care about. And if they want to try you, they're gonna get destroyed, okay? Saturn wants to come out in power 1 as well in a different deck. And then we have Capricorn energy here, which is ruled by Saturn, which is also another indication of you being so disciplined, facing obstacles, learning healthy boundaries and setting limitations. I'm hearing that you really did not fuck around about your business, okay? These people see what they're realizing about you, pal, too, is how disciplined and hardworking you are, okay? Even through all the different changes that you may have faced, even if you faced a reality that was very grim, I'm hearing you stay explorative. Some of you guys have a fire sign in your Venus, Leo, Sag, Aries. It's something about you staying very open to receiving in life with this divine feminine energy. And I feel like you've been in a cycle with people. I'm hearing something happened at a university or school, some kind of program where since you were 21 years old or something like that, these people have, I'm hearing something about a college graduation or a high school graduation. People have been in competition with you for your legacy, your destiny, because they always knew that you would be a person of power and status because of how disciplined you are, how much you transform in your life, how you always seek truth. These people, I'm hearing that they've always known your potential. These people have always saw your potential, even if you didn't see it at certain points and aspects in your life. Maybe sometimes you were just stuck in the day-to-day and you couldn't look at the big picture. But I feel like in the meantime, these people have been around you posing as friends. I'm hearing a lot of frenemies. And I feel like when you went exploring and you started to become more rational and you started to put more boundaries in place, you realized that these people actually were not like good people, or you realized that these people were not like genuine, authentic people. And it helped you with this death energy face certain shadows in your life, and you integrated shadows, and I'm hearing that you destroyed something for somebody else, and people are realizing that you destroyed something for somebody else. okay? And that's a harsh lesson for their ass as well, okay? Because they shouldn't have been fucking with you, okay? Tell me more about this, actually, this trickster in your environment. I'm hearing you destroy a lot to make way for this new version of yourself that you are, to make way for this new growth that you're experiencing. I'm hearing that you still face obstacles, and you face so many different obstacles in your life. And these people, they could never, right? Meantime, they trying to steal from you, trying to be in competition. Tricksters being duplicitous around you. They really need to, I'm hearing that you stop fucking around. Okay? And you put an end to something that needed to be put an end to, right? Because I'm hearing it was damaging to your destiny. It was an obstacle. Something posed as an obstacle, and I'm hearing that you did something that removed the obstacle, okay? And people are seeing this as very savage-like. People are realizing that you've had some kind of new financial opportunity, or you've had some kind of new situation in your life that has expanded you in some type of way. Maybe you've run into this opportunity. You've run into this opportunity through your exploration or travel. People are realizing that you definitely like to travel. Okay, and this traveling has given you so much perception, so much perspective in life. Okay, but I definitely feel like these people, they're misunderstanding your power. Okay, and I'm hearing that some of them, they really don't understand, you know, why you did what you did. Like I said, for some of you guys, you took there's an intrinsic or intuitive knowing about a situation that deals with the 12th house, something that was not fully illuminated. Maybe no one ever told you the truth, but you trust your intuition, and you didn't play with them. You're saying, I'm gonna trust my intuition, and I'm gonna put your lights out because you shouldn't be fucking with me. Somebody who was a trickster, okay? Acting out of shadow aspects with that death energy, Scorpio energy. So tell me more about the situation and what people are realizing about you, Pile 2. We have the 5 of Pentacles reversed. We have the Tower. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So there's definitely, like, I'm hearing that they're definitely having some kind of stark realization here, okay? They're definitely having some type of stark realization here. I feel like you did some, like I said, there was some type of, you brought a stark realization to somebody. I'm hearing something that you did was savage or ruthless that brought a tower to somebody, okay? Who is this? Give me more information about this Tower. I'm hearing in this process of you recovering from something painful with the 5 of Pentacles. What's going on here with Tower? Some type of deception in your environment, okay? Maybe you had a stark realization of some deception, okay? Yes. Oh my goodness, this is exactly what I'm getting. For some of you, you guys are definitely aligned with a lover or a soulmate connection, and you guys are moving forward, okay? You guys are recovering from something. And I feel like, clarifying the 5 of Pentacles, you guys are working through some kind of challenge or obstacle together. And this person is having a realization about, you know, who you are and why you are the way that you are, okay? 5 of Pentacles, because they see that you've recovered from some kind of trickster in your environment that was very painful to you, okay? Give me the information around this 5 of Pentacles. Tell me more about what Pile 2 is recovering from. Destroying something and recovering from a new life. A loser. A Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? Some of you had a very stark realization around somebody that you may have been dating, or somebody in your environment, like a Knight of Pentacles. This could be a feminine or masculine energy. It doesn't even have to be a love situation. But some of you guys had a stark realization around somebody in your environment who is a loser. And this is the winner's team. This is the winner's circle. And I feel like this person, I'm hearing that for some of them, they're so lazy with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. They're so lazy. I'm hearing that they have been jealous of your potential. They've been jealous because I'm hearing the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They refuse to do the work, and they try to take shortcuts. Some of them, they have plagiarism violations. They're not good students, and they see you always working, always staying open, always receiving, always focused on your goals. And I feel like something that you did brought a tower to somebody, and it literally expanded you. I'm hearing a new opportunity where maybe you were working with somebody, maybe your soulmate connection, somebody came in and started helping you, had expanded you, and this brought a stark realization to somebody, okay, a truth, the judgment on the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing a Pisces. I'm hearing your expansion brought some kind of sudden realization. I'm hearing whatever they're realizing about you was sudden, and I'm hearing that it actually destroyed their dream and potential. Because this person is just a fucking loser. Ultimately, okay? I'm hearing you did something to destroy this person, but this was the truth. I'm hearing that what you did was correct. Like, this person was a trickster, okay? They were duplicitous, and I feel like whatever you did that was savage and ruthless, they're realizing that you've moved into a new life, and this is a harsh realization for them. Harsh, okay? But this was the balance. Gosh, I'm hearing this person was in competition, okay? But they see that your expansion kind of like put the competition to an end. They're realizing that the competition is over, okay? And you've expanded beyond them. You've exceeded them. And you might have done something to harm them in the process, okay? And this loser that you may have been dating, you've healed from it. You brought a stark realization to somebody, and you did it in a very business-like way, and it was like, damn, okay, you just shut me down, okay? What did I say? We have divine feminine energy showing up here in this deck, and then we have welcome, the divine masculine, okay? Some of you guys, they're realizing that your new life is with your divine masculine, and your divine masculine helped you recover by working with you, and it helps you expand, and it put an end to this competition. And that I'm hearing that you planned and you strategized around this trickster energy, around these people who were trying to steal from you, be in competition with you, do something negative, poses some type of obstacle or opposition towards you, and you may have done this through the help of your divine masculine. These people were trying to damage your destiny. And you've moved forward anyway, and you brought some kind of sudden destruction, okay? The tower could represent a lot of things. It can represent a stark realization. It can represent destruction. It can represent an illusion falling away suddenly. But whatever you did with this person that's realizing about you, I'm hearing a feminine energy, particularly a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or a Sagittarius and Aquarius. You've moved beyond, you've exceeded these people who were they were losers, okay? Your recovery with your divine masculine and your cooperation, your healing with your divine masculine has helped you expand. And I'm also hearing that you came back with a better body as well. So that's what I'm seeing. This was tough power too, okay? I'm hearing your divine masculine and really fuck somebody up, okay? And I'm hearing you had the strategy and you just needed the support. I'm hearing you put an end to the losers, and they see you laser focused on your goals, and you did it. You didn't give a fuck about nobody's feelings. This new life that you've been preparing for is here with your divine masculine, is what I'm hearing. Damn. Damn, pal, too. Y'all is ruthless out there, but people are really misunderstanding this. They're seeing you in the public view, but they're seeing it as something ruthless, but they don't know that these people have been tricksters. Maybe they don't know this, or it's hidden. Like I said, the truth was never fully illuminated to you, but they see that the intentions that you set maybe years ago, or even if they were current intentions, they see that there's growth in your goals, okay? There's growth. And they're like, damn, a loving relationship, okay? I'm hearing a loving relationship has helped you put an end to something with the death energy. There's been they're realizing an ending here, okay? And they're realizing your body looking better. Okay, so let's get your self-compassion card to end off here, okay? I know you're happy that is over, okay? Self-compassion increases self-worth. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing a lot of people who were in competition. I'm worthy of the life that I love. That's your affirmation, pal, too. Okay, preparing for this new life started with you believing that you were worthy of this life. Okay, worthy of a divine masculine, preparing for it every day. Self-compassion research shows that more self-compassionate you are, the more your sense of self-worth increases. This is very powerful to understand, as the more self-worth you have, the more you will care and tend to yourself, and this will show up in all areas of your life. Self-worth is tied in what we believe others believe about us through our lives, and then leads to what we believe we deserve or don't deserve in this life. Self-compassion through calming the critical voice inside that reinforces these beliefs, and through heightening your ability to attend to yourself, helps to build self-worth that eventually says, no matter what someone believes about me, and no matter what happens to me, I am worthy of living a life that I love. A powerful shift. Very beautiful, pal, too. I'm hearing that you began, like you were dealing with a loser that may have caused you to question your self-worth. But I feel like when you started to believe that you were worthy of a life that you love, worthy of a loving relationship, that is what started the shift. With that new moon energy, you set an intention to have a loving relationship, or you set the intention to have a life that you love. That created a powerful shift in the universe, a co-creational shift in the universe that has helped you come into alignment with the reality that you desire. You guys need to check out my manifestation video if you haven't. I can do an updated one if you guys want. But being compassionate to yourself and your journey, whatever happened to you, whether that been a third-party situation, people stealing from you, people making you feel like you, alienating you, ostracizing you, tending to yourself, being compassionate to yourself and your journey has shifted you, right? And now you have come to a truth, and I'm hearing that your soulmate, your divine masculine, is also reaching truth, right? Through this loving connection, through cooperating in this connection. I love that so much. People are realizing an ending in your life, and they're realizing your new beginning, your new life is becoming very aware to everyone around you. How you stay disciplined and connected to yourself, how you say, I deserve a life that I love, and you created that daily by staying fixated on your goals. They could never fucking relate, and this is why they looking stupid now. This is what I'm seeing, pal, too. It was my honor to reach your energy. Please let me know how that resonates down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Hi, pal 3. Welcome to your selection. Okay, so y'all chose the Midas touch. Now, I'm scared of y'all because I feel like you guys, like the text says, will say, entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything into gold, delight in sharing life's riches. I feel like how people are viewing y'all, some of y'all are quite literally entrepreneurs, and they say, I'm hearing people say you literally have, they're realizing that you have the ability to make money in all of your undertakings. I'm hearing the side hustles, passive income, recurrent income, like you just know how to earn money for some of you. For others, they feel like you are like a creative genius here. Like, I don't know, it's just like everything, but whether you're an entrepreneur or creative or artist or whatever, it feels like, I'm hearing a Capricorn here, like you're very entrepreneurial, like you know how to make money, okay? No matter what kind of situation you find yourself into, you are just like, you know how to overcome so many obstacles. People are realizing that everything that you do is successful, ultimately. Sometimes I'm hearing people are realizing that you take a lot of financial risk in hopes of profiting, and like more often than not, you do profit, okay? Some of you guys are very, very good at with money or making money, okay? Hell, that's not easy out here, okay? It's not easy, especially like when it pertains to like not earning money in like the traditional way that people earn money. Like, you don't have to clock in. For some of you guys, you're not having to clock in. You have time freedom. You get to make your own schedule. You don't have to listen to nobody. Nobody bossing you around. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just feels like you are, maybe some people do feel like you have a fear of losing your wealth. For some of you guys, if you're wealthy, they feel like you do have a fear of you losing your wealth, or you don't like to spend money that much. For some of you guys, you're very modest, or you're not very showy. They don't see you driving like no Bentley or nothing like that, or they see you live in a very like modest home, or you drive a very modest car, and it's because you like to keep your money where it's supposed to be, in the bank. Okay. For others, I'm definitely getting that people see you as very imaginative, or you're full of like original ideas. Okay, you're very original is what I'm hearing, and they always yield like a lot of success. Like, people are seeing that you're very creative, and that you are like, back to like the whole concept of like a creative genius. Like, I've heard that term growing up, but I never really knew what it meant. But like, I'm thinking of it now, and it just feels like you guys are just like, everything that you produce, I'm hearing you're like, every artistic creation or entrepreneurial creation that you have, like whatever it is that you produce, is very successful, or it's very like people could tell that you've like channeled like a lot of energy into it, and you've concentrated for like long hours, or whatever it is that you've done, it took a lot of focus, is what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing that you just stayed focused. Some of you guys are here from Pal too. I'm hearing you delight in sharing what you've created as well. So it's like all the hours that you spent working on something, you're like, you busting out with something new. You're like, look at what I got. Okay, look at what I created. Isn't it amazing? I'm hearing you think you the shit, bitch. You not even a fart. I'm hearing that you think you the shit. For some of you, people realizing that you think that you the shit, or that, or maybe you don't even think that you the shit, or maybe they think that you the shit. I'm hearing you say, I'm hearing people say you think you all that, because you're good at everything. Like, you literally have the Midas touch. I'm hearing everything that you do, you're good at it. And I'm hearing people say, what was I about to say? You think you all that. And I'm hearing you say, I never said I was all that. That's what you said, and you right. Okay, you right. I am all that. Okay, but in a very humble way. I'm hearing you are the shit, Pal 3. Okay. So, that's interesting. I'm also hearing that people are realizing that you have a romantic love, and that and that you're very empowered. Like, people are like, even if like with the solar plexus energy, I'm hearing that you felt like you harnessed your personal power to be successful. And I feel like the difference between people who are successful and people who are not successful, the people who achieve their goals and people who don't achieve their goals, are people who take action. I feel like the people who come up with creative and original ideas aren't afraid to be different. They may have had some extenuating circumstances in their life, challenges that most people don't have to face. And I feel like you have, like, with this solar plexus energy, you knew that you were strong and powerful all along. And I'm hearing that success has manifested for you. Okay? I feel like you knew. I'm hearing that people are realizing that you know who you are, and you know what you believe, and you know what you contribute to the whole. And I'm hearing you delight in sharing the abundance that you find. Okay, I'm hearing through some kind of communication. I'm hearing a Pisces, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, a lot of water signs realizing stuff about y'all in this reading, is that they realize that what you're contributing to the whole. Okay, and they realize that you have a strong sense of self-worth, even if you've gone through some really tough things in your life, or you've experienced some things that may have made you question your self-worth in the past. This person is realizing that everything you touch is successful, that you're good at everything. And they're very intimidated by this. Okay, they're noticing your wealth, is what I'm hearing. For some of y'all, I feel like this doesn't even have to be financial wealth. This could just be your prosperity in general, things that make you happy. They're realizing that you're good at it. I'm hearing Aries and a Pisces and a Taurus. They're doing a lot of watching of your Midas touch, your creative and entrepreneurial capability, okay? They're seeing that you are a star, okay? Because you think you the shit. You are, okay? They're noticing your creative work and how much focus you put into it. And it's like a reflection to them. They're noticing that they haven't done that, right? It's like, what have y'all been doing? Sitting on y'all ass? They've been sitting on their ass, child. I was getting so much fire sign energy, okay? Like, some of you guys, you are quite literally entrepreneurs. You are a leader, okay? You do what you want. Like, some of y'all really don't have to, like, clock into no schedule. Like, you don't have to answer to nobody. Y'all don't have to answer to nobody because y'all don't want to do that, okay? Your creativity, like, people are noticing your creativeness, okay? They're like, damn, Power 3 is so innovative. They're so full of original ideas. They're so different than the rest of us. And you delight in sharing your original idea, okay? And you're profiting from something. Like, some of you guys are really profiting from this. You're gaining a lot of, like, if you're a masculine especially, you are here Capricorn, okay? You are or Virgo or Gemini. I'm hearing that you take financial risk and you profit, okay? And I'm hearing that you're just like, you sit back and you look at like your success, or you look back, like I'm like noticing some of y'all on the phone, or y'all investing, or y'all taking some kind of risk with your money, and you're like, damn, that panned out and I wasn't expecting that too. You're like, damn, I know I'm good. Some of y'all know y'all good, okay? They're realizing how good of a leader you are, okay? Some of you guys, businesswomen, businessmen, you run your own business, or you are in charge of your own like brand, is what I'm hearing. Like, some of y'all really, some people are realizing that you don't play about your money, okay? Like, you are focused on the money, okay? And you obsess about it a little bit, is what I'm hearing. Some of y'all, people are realizing that y'all are obsessed with making money. Let's see what else people are realizing about you, Power 3. They realize that you have a personal power that is a little bit like above average, and this is what makes you such a good leader, because most people are not going to do what you do, honey. And what was I saying about a Gemini? Yes, communication. We're currently in retrograde, okay? People are saying that you are very objective in your communication. They feel like I'm getting a lot of masculines in this pile. Some of you guys are very, like, you take your role as a father or a mother very seriously. They see you as someone who's, like I said, multifaceted and like friendly. They see that you make decisions very easily, or you're just like there's something about you that is like, I don't know, you just are a very good leader. Like, you make decisions easily, is what I'm hearing. What are people realizing about you? Your creativity is just standing out to people. They realize that you're doing something, and your original ideas are just different. Your communication is different. Like, it's very appealing to people. And look, a Capricorn. The Capricorn Saturn has been all over this reading, okay? Like, I feel like this may be a Capricorn, a Leo, or a Gemini watching you. It could also be a Capricorn, Leo, Gemini. But they're noticing how hardworking and disciplined you are. And it's funny because Leo and Capricorn, to me, are the bosses of the zodiac, okay? So a lot of y'all are literally the boss. I'm hearing sometimes you got to go and bag the boss up. Somebody's about to bag you up because you're the boss, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a Naomi Campbell. If somebody is, like, if you're a feminine, they noticing that you have a really good model walk, is what I'm hearing. Or you know how to stretch your stuff. I'm hearing that you know how to, I'm hearing you know how to dress real well. If you're a masculine, they notice that you don't spend a lot of money on stuff. Like, they notice that you like to hoard your money, and you like to keep it in the bank, okay? You like to see that money stacking up. They say that you're really, I'm hearing people really saying that you don't play about your money, okay? Some people are saying that you're a little impatient, but it's because you're a leader. You expect things to be done immediately. Like, I'm definitely getting, like, a lot of y'all is the boss, okay? You the boss. You telling people what to do. You don't get told what to do, okay? Period. And it's because you deserve this position that you in. You deserve this authority because you have harnessed your personal power. You found your sense of self, okay? You know who you are, what you stand for. You channeled like a great amount of energy and focus and concentration into the work that you do. And this is why you profit. This is why you're successful. People think that this shit happens overnight when really it's a lot of hard work here with Capricorn standing here. It's a lot of you honing your, harnessing your intellectual power with this Gemini energy. Being very fucking creative, okay? Saying, okay, I'm gonna take my intellect and I'm gonna do something different with it. I'm not gonna just sit on it like the rest of y'all. Some of you guys are comedians, writers, speakers, okay? You entice people with the new and original ideas that you bring to them, okay? This is why people follow you, because they're like, damn, Power 3 always knowing this, always knowing the way to go, okay? Always knowing the way to go. I'm hearing that you, but it's like, the reason why you're a good leader or a good teacher is because you are a good student. You are a good learner. You're always open to learning new ideas, learning new things with this Gemini energy. We're currently in Mercury retrograde, so if you're experiencing challenges around and you're watching this at the time in which we're uploading, it is also Mercury season, okay? And, excuse me, solar eclipse season. And, hold on, you guys. Okay. Sorry, Power 3. We have to reset. I feel like people are realizing how profound you are, how explorative you are, how communicative you are. Like when you speak, you always say something profound, is what I'm hearing. So I'm hearing people are realizing how much focus that you've put into your work, okay? And that you didn't think about anything else, is what I'm hearing. So that's very commendable of you, Power 3. That's very, very commendable. How much, you know, with this Leo energy and this Capricorn energy, it just feels like you've dedicated yourself a lot to whatever it is that you do, okay? Let's see. Okay. So let's see. What are people realizing about you, Power 3? What are people realizing about you? What are people realizing about you? They feel like you're very charismatic. That imaginative energy also supports like your creative ability, okay, as well. What are people realizing about you, Power 3? We have undress. Okay. You know, it's funny because I kind of feel like the sexy time energy from Power 1 wanted to come out as well. So with this undress energy, people are noticing that you're very multifaceted. Like, some of you like to do baby hairs or you have tattoos. But I feel like with this undress energy, they're noticing maybe some health issues that you've had. I'm hearing for some of you guys, people are realizing some health issues that you've had. And that you've something that you did like that was so genius maybe have healed your health issues. I'm hearing for some of you guys, you healed your own health issue, okay? Oh, you guys are so powerful. And then look, we have more solar plexus energy, self-worth. And then we have recovery on the bottom of the deck. Like I was getting, some of you guys, you see how in this image, you know, it's not just like a sexy time energy. Maybe somebody here, like a romantic partner, is like wanting you to undress and have sexy time. But it also feels like you see like that monitor you know, where the heart is being displayed. It kind of feels like you had some health issues that you recovered from, and that you were very compassionate towards yourself through the whole process. Maybe I'm hearing some people realizing, or they are, you're writing about something. Maybe you're writing about your recovery is what I'm hearing. You're writing about your recovery, okay? But ultimately, I feel like, you know, through the solar plexus, you supported your sense of self-worth, you know, to heal yourself, to recover from something that was challenging, painful, okay? We have the 9th house. Maybe some of you guys harness your spirituality for your personal betterment. Like, I was definitely getting that. You know, your communication with the divine. Some of you guys might have been drawn to Power 1 in the last realization video. Because what people are realizing about you is that you just have a lot of knowledge, and that your philosophy on life is original and different, okay? Your search for meaning in life, okay? Sagittarius sits in the 9th house, so definitely like orienting you to truth, meaning, adventuring, exploring, finding, you know, like your own philosophy, finding, like for some of you guys, you may have found spirituality. Maybe you converted, you know, from being religious to spiritual, or maybe you're a little bit of both, or, you know, it's just like you've gone on a journey of seeking more knowledge, and I'm hearing your knowledge was the key to your recovery. Okay, some people are realizing that you just focus on learning a lot, okay? That's very, I don't know, something that you are recovering from, or that you're in recovery from. People are realizing that you are in recovery because you've reached recovery from a health issue, perhaps, because you remembered your personal power. I don't know how else to put it. You believe that you were worthy of a healthy life. I don't know. It's kind of giving a continuation of Power 2 a little bit. Wow. Power 3. Some of you are finding your personal power to address a health issue. For some of you guys, I'm hearing some nerve damage here, or some kind of issue or injury is what I'm hearing. Some kind of injury. So let's see what's going on, what people are realizing about your Power 3. Okay. Wow. I'm sorry. This energy is very kind of stressful a little bit, because I feel like you were very adaptable through something, a health issue, or your recovery, something that you went through was very challenging, okay? Where you had to kind of like pull on that solar plexus and say, I gotta keep going. And you didn't give up. People are realizing that you didn't give up. I'm hearing the people that are realizing you, they're realizing how put together you are. I don't know where that just came from, but people are realizing how you put yourself together, or they're maybe they're watching you undress, or they're watching just how composed you are, how poised you are, how, like, I'm hearing you have a strong poker face, or you just, like, they're seeing you in your leadership, and they're seeing you lead other people, and, you know, you can't be the one chaotic and scattered and, you know, scared and losing your head when all about them are, you know, blaming it on you and shit. Like, you know, you can't be like all over the place when everybody else is also all over the place. That's what makes you a good leader. I hope that makes sense. I'm just kind of rambling. So let's get some energy here. What are people realizing about you? The Ace of Swords. Empowerment for sure. We have Justice in the reverse. And we have the 6 of Cups in the reverse, okay? So, I feel like some of you have just gotten some clarity around something. Clarifying the Justice card, please. There's somebody here where I'm hearing, they're acknowledging you, like, as, like, someone who values themselves. They see that you've shown somebody your self-worth is what I'm hearing. I'm getting that this is somebody that you definitely had feelings for. This could be like a Capricorn energy here, or a Libra. Okay, I feel like this person is like really not holding themselves accountable for their actions. I feel like this person, they're definitely, with the 6 of Cups and energy, they're definitely missing the times where you guys had a positive communication. They're definitely missing the times where you were sweet, nurturing, delighting in each other, where there was, good experiences between the two of you, fondness between the two of you. But I feel like this person is lacking responsibility, lacking accountability as it pertains to their role in creating an unpleasant dynamic here, okay? I also feel like this person is like holding a grudge to you, or they're not they're not taking responsibility in how they may have created this dynamic. And I feel like they're definitely blaming it all on you is what I'm hearing, okay? Clarifying this Justice card. Okay, we have the Hermit in the reverse. This person doesn't like to listen is what I'm hearing, okay? This person is a bad listener. For some of you guys, this quite literally is like a soulmate connection that you're dealing with. I'm not going to say that you guys don't love each other anymore, or that you guys are not, that you can't recover from this. But I feel like this is somebody who is kind of like refusing to do that inner work, or they're refusing to look within themselves to understand the role that they have played in creating this unpleasant dynamic. With the Six of Cups here, let me get more information in the past. Like, it just, they're living in the past about something, holding a grudge to you, or this is you. I also feel like I'm hearing they're realizing, that they're missing, how things used to be is what I'm hearing, okay? But they're, I feel like you were engaging with this person when you were, and I'm hearing you're still in recovery, but I'm definitely getting that you have engaged with this person. This feels like love. I definitely feel like, the general audience is noticing your leadership, your creativity, your focus, and how much work you put into things and how successful everything has been for you. But if you have a soulmate connection, I feel like we're kind of moving into romance a little bit. So for those who want to click off, I'll talk to you later. But for others, I feel like this person is not like something, they're not realizing that you have been in recovery. Like, maybe they didn't realize, what your recovery looked like, or they're having a hard time understanding what your recovery looked like, and, that you're still emotionally fragile, and that you've dealt with the health issue that, this person feels like family. I'm not going to sit up there and say that they're not, not all the time, is the relationship going to be sunshines and rainbows, but I feel like this situation, this person, they came into contact with you when maybe you were trying to keep things lighthearted, or maybe you didn't things were not as challenging. But I feel like as the relationship has progressed, and you're still in recovery, there's been some challenges in this connection, and this person has been failing to hold themselves accountable for the miscommunication that you guys have been experiencing. Maybe you guys want different things, or it just feels like this person isn't, you're realizing, and this person, I don't know if they're realizing, but maybe you are realizing this about this person, is that they're failing to hold themselves accountable, and because they're not listening and they're not going within to understand, they're not being communicative, they're not, what I'm saying, they're being scattered and unpredictable, and irresponsible with your energy. And I feel like they need to be very careful with you, because some of you guys are recovering from not having self-worth, or you're recovering from having some kind of health issue. And they don't realize how challenging it has been, how many obstacles you have faced, to get to this point, right? To even get to recovery. So they're holding a grudge. I'm hearing they're holding a grudge against you, when I'm not going to say that you are like devoid of responsibility, but it kind of feels like this person should be extending a little bit more grace to you, because for some of them, they knew that you were in recovery, but I just, for some of you, they don't know the brevity of the situation, or, what I'm saying? Like, this person can have compassion, but they might not be able to see, your perspective on things. And I feel like, this situation is challenging, because this person, I feel like for some of them, their role in creating this unpleasant dynamic with you has been the fact that they have not been expressing their emotions. I'm hearing that they have been hoarding their emotions. And this has caused you to doubt the situation, doubt your masculine, doubt you know, the relationship, doubt whether you guys are truly harmonious. But I feel like, you know, you've had to remember your self-worth throughout this whole thing. Clarifying the Six of Cups. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles. Now, it seems like they are, you know, through some emotional withdrawal from you, okay? Because I feel like for some of you guys, you just are, you know, like you cannot endure any kind of struggle, strife, or abuse. Anything that's too strenuous, anything that just seems too challenging, just feels like greater burden, okay? It just definitely feels like greater burden on this already difficult recovery path that you've been in, right? I'm hearing that you're going to the doctor, or you're trying to, you know, find, you know, more help, you know, so that you can recover psychologically and physically from a health challenge, or just like something in your life that was where you had to harness your personal power through the 9th house. I feel like you guys are really, really, you know, still struggling and fighting to recover, okay, from something challenging. And this person, I definitely feel with the Ten of Pentacles, they're realizing that they have not been taking accountability. So it kind of has become clear with that Ten of Pentacles coming out. You know, giving this person space, giving this person, you know, room for reflection, and, you know, maybe kind of withholding a communication at times and giving each other space, you know, ultimately gives this person the clarity that they need to understand, you know, where you are in your journey, okay? And I feel like maybe with the Gemini energy, you have expressed something. You've helped this person understand that you are still recovering, and maybe they were. I feel like for some of you guys, this health challenge might have been a mental health issue, a behavioral health issue. It just feels like something about it. You seem very functional, like you seem very normal, like facing to people, and they don't see like that you actually have like a lot of trauma, or that you've actually like that you're recovering from something. People don't see this like at face value, because you are so successful at everything that you do, and you do harness your personal power so much. And maybe some of you guys stay so jovial and charismatic, and I feel like when you came around, I feel like with the Six of Cups, this person in this reflective energy at the time you're viewing this, you know, remembering, you know, the times where you guys felt like family, where you were more expressive, where you were curious about each other, where you were jovial and charismatic with each other. This person remembering, you know, those feelings have ultimately brought them clarity, and how they may have not been holding themselves accountable for their actions. And this in itself is bringing this connection to, you know, another milestone. Okay, so it does feel positive. And this person seeing your achievements, seeing, you know, how good you are at everything that you do, I just feel like, you know, it kind of feels like they desensitize you a little bit, or it doesn't feel like you are in recovery, you know, especially when you come around, you stay lighthearted, you stay fun, you stay, you know what I mean? And you stay charismatic, and, you know, you don't want to bring your burdens around people, but this person, maybe you shared recently that you're still recovering, and that, you know, you still get triggered, or that you're still struggling with certain things, and that, you know, maybe you gave this person a little bit more insight about what you went through, and, you know, helping this person understand that, you know, even if you, like with this Gemini energy, if you haven't done that, you definitely could benefit from doing that with this person, okay? So it definitely feels like you know, you guys have had some kind of emotional fulfillment, perhaps through emotional withdrawal after some kind of expressive communication, right? Helping this person understand something about you and your recovery process. Ultimately, very nice, okay? They're realizing that you're still recovering, and that you've gone through a lot just to get to this point, right? So I definitely feel like they're needing to come out of like holding any grudges to you if you've made any mistakes, because you've just been emotionally fragile, and they have to realize that you don't go through, you know, a lot of people don't go through what you've gone through, right? Okay, bliss is worth creating from. Bliss is worth creating from. Okay, so yes, beautiful. I feel like this connection, you guys actually experience, like with the Six of Cups, it feels like you guys have experienced a lot of blissful moments together. And this person, mental clarity and just like and feeling more empowered in this connection has resulted from this person remembering, you know, the bliss that they felt with you. And I feel like they remember more of this, they reflect more on this when you give them space, right? And when you give this person space, you show them, you know, you preserve your dignity, and that you won't tolerate any kind of like behavior, misbehavior, abuse, like destructive communication, because now I just feel like this person, you're just so successful and like such a strong leader, and you don't let your past bog you down, that they forget that you are in recovery and that you need like someone to be gentle with you. And I feel like you guys are creating so much from this bliss that you experience from one another. But when things are hard and challenging, it just feels like mistakes are made, right? So it's not perfect, but you guys have to, you know, stay unconditionally loving of each other and always forgive each other, okay? Because especially with you, honey, because I feel like you are definitely recovering from something tough. So just, if you haven't already, remind this person like, hey, I'm not trying to make excuses for any bad behavior or mistakes that I made, but I'm still recovering from a lot, and I'm just tired, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of you have just put in so much work with this solar plexus and this Capricorn energy. You've focused so much, you've concentrated so much, you've worked so hard. And this person, they see that you've gotten achievement, and you've gotten recognition, and you've gained prominence, and you've accomplished something from the work that you've done. So it kind of like, you know, it doesn't feel like you are somebody who's had a health issue. Like, I hope that makes sense. I don't want to repeat myself so much, but it just feels like, you know, when you guys are engaging, you're so friendly and happy and jovial, but they don't, you know, your battles that you face, they don't get to see the ins and outs of it. So I definitely feel like they're learning how to kind of like watch and observe you, and to care for you, you know, a little bit more, okay, to care for your experience. So that's what I'm seeing about what this person is realizing about you, Pile 3. So in general, kind of going back to, you know, most people, you know, people are realizing your achievement. They're realizing your success. And, you know, and so is this person that you're engaged with romantically. You guys, you know, need to practice self-forgiveness, especially if you've done something in this connection that you regret, or, you know, that you're not proud of. You know, forgive yourself, and this will open the gateway to this person forgiving you as well. Because I definitely feel like with the Six of Cups, they might be holding a small grudge to you, but I feel like they're starting to realize that they have not been, you know, introspective. They haven't been thoughtful about your experience and your recovery and where you are. They've just been seeing it as something that you may have done that was, you know, not good or something like that. And they didn't realize that you're still recovering, and that you're, you know, this solar plexus, this triggering, you know, of your like fatigue and trauma is just like, you know, you've had a prolonged traumatic experience is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's see what your self-compassion message is. Self-compassion eases an anxious mind. Okay, knowing that a little is enough. Do a little. I know everything, you know, may seem very stressful and strenuous, but I feel like, you know, just take one step at a time. Okay, just focus on one thing at a time, staying compassionate, and just like, you are enough right now. Okay, especially in this recovery period, you have to just be patient. Not knowing what will happen next in your life can be very uncomfortable and unnerving. Change in the unknown contribute to an anxious mind, one that wanders and worries, loses focus on the now, and gets pulled into the past or the future. As humans, we long to figure out and know. It is a part of our human nature. Self-compassion reminds you of this. It reminds you that you are human, and that it's okay to really want to figure it all out and know. Self-compassion also pulls you back It is a gentle reminder that there are times you may not know everything, and that is okay too. It reminds you that it is okay to know just a little for now, and that is enough, okay? Yeah, honey. Your recovery is maybe, you're not sure how things will pan out, okay? But it is confirmed here that you will have prosperity and you will recover. And I feel like, during, this time, you might not know, what the near future holds, or this connection, this person has been very unpredictable and unreliable and like impulsive. And I just feel like they haven't been thinking about your recovery experience. But I feel like, not knowing, whether this situation will pan out or if your situation in general will pan out is uncomfortable and unnerving. And I feel like it is bringing you a lot of anxiousness. But I feel like you have gained more clarity, and just like the Ace of Swords is a small piece of clarity. And that kind of confirms, like, just knowing a little bit is enough to kind of move forward, right? And knowing right now, focusing on the now and not letting yourself get too caught up in the past or the future. With the Six of Cups, this person, it feels like they're very caught up in the past, or you're caught up in the past mistakes, and you're like worried that, about the future, how these past mistakes have impacted your relationship or your life in general. And just like, the future is still unknown, but the rest is still unwritten. And you have to kind of create from a place of bliss and clarity in the now, and not focus so much on what you've lost or what you've had, the issues that you've had in the past, or, what will become of the future. I definitely feel like you guys have hit a relationship milestone. Okay. That's what I feel for right now, pal. 3. Can we get a little bit of future-oriented energy just to ease an anxious mind, okay? Because it definitely feels like a connection that you used to experience a lot of bliss in, but things have become troubled, okay? So let's see. I feel like for some of you guys with this Ten of Pentacles, you will be creating a family with this person. But this person, needs to do some more, needs to, get more clarity about what they want for the future. Because some of them for some of you, they don't have like this vision of the future that you may have, or, they're still unsure about what they want. And I know you're kind of like, I want to know what's happening now. I want to figure our relationship out now. Or you want to know the future of the connection now. But right now, all you can say, I understand my self-worth, and I'm focused on my own recovery. and I'm successful at everything I do. And I've already done so much, so I know that I'll be okay. So keep going, keep growing. Okay, give me a little bit more information here for pile 3. Okay, we have the 4 of Cups. We have the King of Wands reversed, and we have the 9 of Cups. So I definitely feel like in the interim, okay, give me more information around this 4 of Cups, please, and this King of Wands. The 9 of Swords reversed, and the 3 of Cups, okay. So I feel like in the meantime, you're going to release a lot of anxiety about the situation. Like the self-compassion card says, like, you're going to ease your mind about the situation and focus on your now. I'm hearing that your emotional fulfillment, your career, and like your entrepreneurial creative endeavors are very fulfilling to you, right? And they help remind you of your self-worth and your contribution to the whole. And I feel like in the meantime, this person, I definitely feel like with this King of Wands in the reverse, this is somebody, I'm not gonna say, like, the King of Wands with the 3 of Cups, kind of like, it feels like you guys will be having some form of reconciliation. You guys will be having some form of communication. But it feels like this person is still going to be like this King of Wands, very unsure of where the connection is going and what, like, you know, I hope this makes sense. This person is going to stagnate because they're still unsure of the future. Now, while they found you to be very fulfilling in everything that they've ever wanted, it just feels like they're going to be trying to come around for a good time or feelings of, you know, fun. And that might be very healing to you guys at this time. I don't think that you should push for anything more than just like friendship and like, you know, fun experiences and enjoying the now, okay? I do eventually feel like you're going to get what you want. So if you want a long-term commitment with this person, you want a family with this person, you kind of just have to wait, right? You have to wait and you have to kind of like unpack the situation, because the King of Wands is somebody who doesn't feel like the commitment is there yet, right? And I feel like this Three of Cups energy is something that, you know, it feels like having like moments of celebration together, having moments of reconciliation together would be exactly what you need to recover in this connection. Clarifying the Three of Cups. Okay, the Five of Pentacles, right? So yeah, so like a feeling of like, whatever feeling of scarcity that has been persisting in this connection, it just been feeling like it's not enough. So if you need to take time away from this person to remember your self-worth, don't know when to walk away. Like if these you know, these situations, they could be fun, these encounters with this person could be fun, but I'm just feeling like, you know, it's not enough for you, right? It's not enough for you, okay? Because this person is still going to be like unsure of the future and just like not knowing what they want and, you know, just wanting to have a good time, even though they find you to be their fulfillment, right? Their behavior is not going to make sense, because although they find you to be their fulfillment, it kind of still feels like they're unsure of the future. So what's blocking the union here? Really quick, let's see what's blocking the union. I'm hearing that this person just wants to focus on the now and not be pulled into the future too much, okay? That's the best thing that you can do for this connection if you want to engage with this person. Otherwise, I think that you need to kind of emotionally withdraw from the situation and focus on your own path and your recovery, because I definitely feel like you're still healing from, you know, some kind of health issue or, you know, something, you know, troubling, traumatizing in your life, something hard, hardship. So don't do things just to please, okay? So let's see what's the blockage here. The Ten of Swords reverse. Yeah, still recovering, okay? The Page of Wands reverse. And then the High Priestess. What is the High Priestess here for? Okay, the King of Pentacles reverse, like selfishness, yeah. This person isn't like, they're not thinking about, you know, how their actions are affecting you. And I feel like it's really making you very defensive in this period of you trying to recover. I don't think that you're emotionally like equipped or capable of handling this person's lack of vision or lack of like, I feel like this person, you know, with this anxious energy coming out, I feel like this person is ultimately more like, they're not concerned enough about your recovery, and they cause more anxiety than they do peace right at this time. And I feel like both of you guys are missing the times where there was peace and there was healthy communication, but that time has passed, and it seems like this relationship, this person, their behavior needs to evolve, and I don't see that happening right now, okay? I don't see that happening right now. So know when to walk away, honey, all right? That's what I'm seeing here. I'm hearing that this person is reminding you of an ex situation in your past, and it's time for you to free yourself from a vicious cycle of people pleasing and remember your self-worth and understanding that your recovery is most important. And if this person isn't aiding in your recovery, then they're causing damage, okay? That's what I'm seeing, Pile 3. Let me know how that resonates down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!